For today's review, let's review Monsters Incorporated. One of my favorite Pixar films of all time with a very clever premise. The film stars two monsters, a hairy blue monster with purple polka dots named James P. Sullivan, played by John Goodman, and a little green cyclops named Mike Wazowski, played by Billy Crystal. The two monsters work for a company called Monsters Incorporated, where they use doors as portals to the human world and scare children from across the world. The monsters would then use their screams as their source of power. Sully is the company's top scarer, while Mike is his assistant. Much to the jealousy of their rival, Randall Boggs, played by Steve Buscemi. Randall strives to break Sully's record and become the new top scarer. One night, however, a little human girl escapes the human world and enters the monster world, much to Sully and Mike's horror. You see, to the monsters, humans are considered toxic, and if one touches a monster, the monster will die. So Mike and Sully try to bring the little girl home by disguising her as a monster. But it turns out Randall is after the kid, and he built a machine called the Scream Extractor. This machine would be able to collect screams a lot faster. But at the same time, this machine requires a lot of power. Not to mention that the monster world is going through an energy crisis. It seems like kids are getting harder and harder to scare as time goes on, and they need to find ways to harness screams. When Mike and Sully try to report Randall to the CEO of the company, Henry J. Waternews, played by the late James Coburn, it turns out he's the mastermind behind all of it, and he banishes Mike and Sully into the human world. When they eventually do get back into the monster world, Mike and Sully try to get Boo home. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention that they named the kid Boo. But Randall is hot on their tail and tries to steal the kid. But when Randall is about to end Sully, Boo plucks up enough courage to defeat Randall. But now that Randall's gone, there's still Mr. Waternews to deal with. While Mike distracts the authorities, Sully lures Waternews to the simulation room, where together the two of them expose the corrupt CEO. And as a result, Waternews is arrested. And now there's one more conflict they need to solve. With the energy crisis, how are they going to get energy back? As Mike and Sully bonded with Boo, it turns out that laughs are 10 times more powerful than screams. So now monsters rely on a new source of energy, laughs. Monsters, Inc. is just cinema gold when it comes to animation, and I absolutely love this movie. Overall, I give it a 10 out of 10.